Ron. Holy shit! Awesome. Whatever it is. Me either. Apparently, some random troll that claims to be like this model claims that Jericho slid into her DMs and she's like this hardcore CM Punk fan. It's ridiculous. She always bashes AEW every time she gets on there. She's one of those cucks. Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. But we talked to him on the podcast about a couple weeks ago. Yeah. But poisoning during the holidays. What's up, everybody? Sorry, man. Happy belated Christmas to you, man. And also, this will be our last podcast of the new year. And, well, a lot of crazy shit happened during the Christmas holidays. And I witnessed it, and I'm just like, can it just fucking stop? Seriously, man. Yes, I'm talking about the incident with Stephen P. Or Jericho, even Jim Cornette called in. And apparently, there was this porn, there's adult model decided to jump in and claim that Chris Jericho was in her DMs and everything, and also planned to like start shit with other AEW wrestlers. I'm just like, he's like one of these hardcore CM Punk fans, and I'm just like, he's always bashing AEW, everything they do, even the women, because they don't. I don't know. It's just stupid. I t- it's just, I have it. The whole CM Punk thing has made the tribalism in pro wrestling even worse. I read someone. Here's another thing. There's even a rumor going on that that Dolph Ziggler might, aka no wait, Nick Namath, as he's now known since he can't use that name anymore, is the devil. I'm just like, I think it's more still Adam Cole, and you think it's Tony Khan, but also like who are the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions after they beat, or possibly the Ass Boys, FTR. Oh my God, that is true, and also Roderick Strong might be one of the minions too. Adam Cole, baby. I think so. I mean, he basically deceived Samoa Joe the entire time. I mean MJF the entire time. And don't forget, Joe's always has always been a great heel. No, I think it's who knows, but I think he's gonna get good. So, what do you think about the Continental Classic? Though a lot of people are sad that Swerve did not win that division. I am too, because I either want. But here's the thing, though. I'm glad. Here's the thing, though. Jay White didn't get pinned, though. Oh fuck, that is not good. It's a way to finish an old rival. They never finished that feud. Yeah, go for it. And also, like we're on. We should. I mean, we'll let them know we're also on YouTube as well. But other than that, though, like, who knows? Like, oh, it's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the wrestling world behind the scenes, and kayfabe wipes too. We also know we also know CM Punk had his first performed it had his first match against Dominic Mysterio in Madison Square Garden. He defeated him, and it actually was brought. There's videos everywhere. It was like sold out and everything. But other than that, though, I even watched some videos from New Japan Pro Wrestling. If you go on the website or their YouTube, but other than that, though, like, so what do you want to talk about now? I know it's Regal's son challenged the AJ the All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown champion to a match for his belt or his well it's belt now since there was originally three belts now it's turned into one belt now, Triple Crown champion. Right? I mean AEW trying to be like All Japan Pro Wrestling because they're working with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, I think Triple H sees what they're trying to do, and you know he he wants them to show other talent though. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like, not many of the casual fans are used to that. It's a little bit different. But I think Triple H will help them get used to that though. But when they see Tony Khan do it, they're like, "Oh, it's just a super indie promotion." But when they see Triple H do it, they're like, "Oh, yay!" It's just stupid, man. It's like monkey see. It's like if WWE told some of these morons to jump off a bridge, they would. They're basically sad. These tribalistic fans are just sad, misled automatons. I mean, it's just like they don't want the. It's like these. They don't want wrestling. It's like you said last week. These fans hate wrestling. Exactly, North American fans. I blame Vince McMahon for not making us happy. It's an Outlaw Mud Show. It's everywhere, man. Even on it's on Instagram as well, dude. I mean, well, there's also the devil as well. Oh, Don Callis is a great. That was just epic. I'm glad though that Sonic had the sex gods. Because Tony Khan fixed that whole situation. He made lemon. He had lemons and he made lemonade tonight. I think he should. Because he made an ass out of himself. He probably had a little too much of the bubbly. What's the name of the YouTube channel, by the way? Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm the co-host, so I appreciate that. Thanks. Dude, I appreciate that. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wearing my Hellfire Stranger Things. I bought this for Christmas, and it's figured why not. But I am wearing somewhat wrestling. I am wearing my Bullet Club hat. Oh God, you look like there's this one like I said, there's this guy JD from New York. He wears a Zack Saber Jr. shirt and everything, and he doesn't really like Zack Saber Jr.'s style. Like, how could you not like Zack Saber Jr.'s style? The guy me and my friends call him the pretzel king. The guy's a fucking pretzel in the ring. ZSJ is always knows how to put some bangers. Whether it's like it wasn't even a 5-star classic. It was still good though. He Oh God. I think he wrestled Walter back before he became Gunther. So did Kota Ibushi as well. I believe it. That's what WWE was starting to get good, but then backstage politics get bullshit got in the way. TJ, oh, they fucked up firing TJP, but Elasso, he's doing well in New Japan Pro Wrestling though, especially with especially with his new tag team partner, Francesco Akira, the Italian kid. He's great too, and he was originally and before he switched to New Japan, he was originally in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh God, I know Top Dollar, Joey Janela. He's also booked to wrestle Speedball Mike Bailey. That's gonna be a banger right there. I mean, those. Oh, I love Hood Slam. Hood Slam is just fun. It's just cheesy, stupid, fun wrestling. It's great. I love how the guy comes out, the ring announcer slash the guy comes there like he's some super douchebag and stuff. He doesn't give a fuck. You bro, fuck you, bro. And he comes like this. He's pretty funny though. No, it's not. Oh, here's another subject though. I've been also watching BTE, and what do you think about the Dark Order taking over? It's hilarious. It's being the elite. I think they made it a great comedy show. Evil Uno and what's his name? I Alex Reynolds, and also you also have Colt Cabana, and you got Boom Boom, and you also got Brandon Cutler. He's quite hilarious too. Oh my god, Michael Nakasawa. He, yeah, he basically what he's basically. I think Akira Tozawa could do that easily, but I've watched Akira Tozawa wrestle outside of WWE, and he's I know. I wish they let him do that stuff, but they won't. They won't let him. And I also heard that both Colt Cabana and they're going to be wrestling. Colt Cabana and Brandon Cutler are going to wrestle against Glee. I think their their third partners, Ikemen Jiro, the jacket guy. Ikemen Jiro's cheesy as hell. I'm just glad it just didn't work in NXT for him, unfortunately. I He used to do that because of Vince's father and everything. He used to do there was an open, but his father had it open, but when he did it, it sort of closed it though. But however, there was that New Japan WWF Super Show that they did though, late '80s. Yeah, but after that, the door was closed. Hogan, Nash. Oh God, it was just. I even like. I remember when Hogan walked out of the company back in '99 at Fall Brawl, and he just let Sting pin him. I'm just like, I was expecting a banger and all the promos, and I'm just like, what the fuck? No, even I remember when he did that. I remember even at SummerSlam 2005 when he wrestled Shawn Michaels. He basically, as a basically a fuck you to Hogan, he oversold it, but he made it funny. I was laughing my ass off. And also they're trying to break hope. They're trying to get. There's a rumor that they're gonna let yeah, by having Cody lose to WrestleMania 40 again. It's stupid. It's gonna not only kill Cody, but also you're gonna lose a lot of viewers. It just shows you it's stupid booking. The girl hardly even fucking wrestles. Oh yeah, there was, like I said, yeah, there was. I mean, I didn't think that Mox should have won that match. I know Jay White should have won that. After okay, never mind. He well, I guess he got it. I guess well, in a way, he did get his just desserts for that. He did, but like I said, I guess because I'm just a big fan of Jay White. He was the big top dog. I think I think Jay White's gonna eventually become champion. Oh my god, that's another theory. Like some of the guys were the ass boy. I have feelings some of those Ring of Honor were the ass boys. And you know what? Also, some of those other guys, one of the other guys could possibly be Kyle O'Reilly, Juice Robinson, Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, I think he's recovering from neck fusion surgery. Red Dragon returns. Bullet Club undisputed. Hey, Samoa Joe. I have to say though, I have to say though, Roderick Strong is doing well in AEW. Yeah, I mean, they thought he couldn't do promos in WWE. They were wrong. Neck Strong. I even saw this one guy who was recovering from neck injuries and everything, and he basically at texted Roger Strong, and Roger Strong, said keep hanging. I thought that was really nice of Roger Strong to do that. He's actually a nice guy in real life. I just love it. Whoever came up with this idea for the neck Strong thing is great. It's just cheesy, hilarious, fun. Oh, he sold it really well then. Oh yeah. I have a feeling though that those guys, Action Andretti and Tough Liger, are going to be trios champions. Oh yeah. I'm. I have to say though, Action Andretti teaming up with Top Flight works great together. And I'm glad though. I'm glad Dante Martin's back after that. Ugh. It reminded me of what happened with Sid Vicious against Scott Steiner about 20 years ago. Oh God! I saw that on TV and I was like, oh my God, dude. I forgot about that one. So, anyways, I think Jericho should lay off the vodka when he's doing Twitter. I call it Twitter. I'm not gonna call it X. How did he get a hold of that? They may jack his ass out of themselves either. Pick on that. It's unfortunate too, even because it to me though it made it made him famous. It made him a draw, but it just it ruined a lot for some fans as well, though. Despite the drama, I still watch AEW though. I guess I prefer it over WWE for some weird reason. I guess I just I guess I just not a fan of the soft style sports entertainment. I guess. I mean, oh, even NXT has really gone downhill since Vince turned it back into a developmental brand. It reminded me. It basically reminds me of like Nickelodeon. I'm back in Nickelodeon Studios in 1997, and it looks like the kids are. It looked the wrestlers. It looked like they were more playing double here than they are wrestling. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, I did well just like Mark Summers did, didn't I? Well, they do have the green slime though. I remember they used it on the Spirit Squad about late 2000s actually. DX dropped green slime on both the Spirit Squad and Vince and Shane McMahon. Yep, that's who he is. Nikki. Oh God, they got to sit back to OVW. Yeah, they actually said OVW. They're going back to Ohio Valley Wrestling. It was both everyone's faults. Because they were involved in it. I'm just glad the dog's okay, even though he's an ugly little turd. But I don't think she'll say anything though. Exactly. This is basically going to become a future episode of Dark Side of the Ring. Buckaroos. I think basically what what Jim Cornette was trying to say, he just wanted Chris to chill out. He always sounds like a dick. I mean, he's a shooter. It's Jim Cornette. He's the old man that likes to yell at clouds. He's a dick. Oh God, you should see what he did. He basically his rants on ICP that are hilarious. I know. You know who also can't stand Jim Cornette? Paul Heyman. Apparently he well, I can see why he basically ignores Jim Cornette because of the rants he has about ECW. He basically he doesn't like the fact that modern wrestling was inspired by ECW or inspired or lucha libre. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you look at it though, New Jack went from Smoky Mountain to ECW. They paid more. Let's see. That made Shane Douglas. I loved it. He made that promo where he was the inaugural ECW World Heavyweight Champion. I know. He basically and through it, they sold it. Basically threw that 10 pounds of gold like it was nothing. And that's when NWA ECW became independent from the NWA, and they became to Extreme Championship Wrestling. I loved it. It was heavy. It was just like the guitar theme. Like Paul Heyman was a visionary when it came to ECW. It was a heavy metal. It was basically like it was ECW. It was like a wrestling show meets a heavy metal show. That's what I loved about it. It was edgy. I never seen anything like that in my mind as a kid. As a kid, they were saying f bombs. They are just, oh my god, exactly. It reminds you of ECW. Well, I just think I like AEW because it reminds me of ECW meets WCW. I like that though. I like FNW. Ugh. I'm talking about the classic NWA. You mean Jim Crockett? You mean Jim Crockett? You mean the Jim Crockett NWA? Oh yeah. I did like it at first. I did like the NWA women's show that Mickey James did. That was a good show. I like the women on there. I even loved how Terry Gordy's daughter formed a tag team, a trio called the Freebays with Jimmy Wang Yang's daughter Jazzy Yang. She's a great. That kid's talented. Oh, I even loved it when I even loved when he was in the Young Dragons. Well, there was also Kaz Hayashi. He's still wrestling too. Yeah, he's also wrestling in that Gleek promotion. Oh, and Il Lindemann is going to be in that match too. Huh? Gleek? It's a mix between like strong style pro wrestling. They also do like shoot wrestling as well. Well, you know what a shoot wrestling is. It's sort of like MMA. Yes, except there's actual ring ropes and technical stuff. Yeah. But they also do like strong Japanese. They also do video have like shows on YouTube as well. They even do like shows in Cork and Hall. I know, man. GCW made it big in Japan when they performed at Cork and Hall. New Japan. I mean, Stardom performed Cork and Hall. Also, my other favorite Joshi promotion is Tokyo Pro Wrestling with Miyu Yamashita, and of course the cutest pro wrestler in the world, Maki Ito. I just love her, man. How can you not hate Ito Chan? She's just adorable. Her simps. Yeah, I am a simp of Maki Ito. I thought she was adorable when she came out, and she's a sweetheart and everything too. She's like the Japanese wrestling version of Harley Quinn. Yeah, she is. I mean, she even has an OnlyFans too. Yep, she has an OnlyFans. I've actually seen her wrestle. I've actually seen pictures of her in a bikini. I think it's like small stuff, like I don't think it's really news, more just lewd. Well, she did cover herself in chalk. Oh god, yeah. There's also like another one I discovered too that was also also an idol. She was in a band called Deadlift Lolita. Yeah, J Rock, metal. It has this pro wrestling guy up like Chun Li, and this other girl that was in that. She's also a pro wrestler as well. I forgot her name though. She she's also a bodybuilder. It's they call it kawaii metal. It's cute. Yeah, kawaii metal is like they call it cute metal. Kawaii is cute. Give me chocolate. I like Metal Resistance. That's pretty good too. It's off their second album. Yeah, sounds like Suicidal Tendencies. Hmm. Body Bionic Jive. Kind of reminds me of Body Count a little bit. Cop Killer. No, it's Police Brutality. Even uh, I Sepultura. Cavalier Conspiracy is pretty. You know the other something was actually retiring. It's a remake of their. It's a remake of the. It's a re-recording of the first two albums. It's just called Cavalera. They were a lot of good bands were played in ECW's music like Pantera. Like they played Walk by. Oh yeah. And also, you know that who I found out Juventus Guerrera's theme song what in ECW was "Wherever I May Roam" by Metallica off the Black album, and I see why he did the headbanging now because he loves metal. I love the Juice. I'm talking about Hoovy. Juventus Guerrera. He was one of my favorite cruiserweights back when he was in WCW. I even loved it when he showed up in AEW wrestling as Chris Jericho, and they just have mutual respect towards each other. He, he just that wrestles for the fun and everything. He loves his fans too. He's a nice guy. Or Eddie, I or Ray, or even I even apparently I just love how apparently Chavo's kind of upset about that. I don't blame him. I mean, but I love what he did for the Von Erich movie, the Iron Claw. He taught Zach Efron and the other guys how to wrestle. Remember, was destroyed by Norman Smiley. Hefe. Oh God, Ralph is I died about a couple of years back. Well, that's what Jericho said. He died, unfortunately. Well, here's the other thing I found out about Ralph. Apparently, he was based on this cheesy B movie that I actually saw on that Chris Jericho was on the last driving with Joe Bob Briggs about a few years back called Blood Sucking Freaks. Oh God, it was basically like Ralph was the demented minion. All right, you're just following me, Ralphus. He was just getting paid. Ralphus. He loved the money. He was making. He enjoyed. I can tell he enjoyed. He was even a hardcore champion in WCW. I remember after Jericho left, he like Ralph started accompanying Norman Smiley afterwards. Yeah, when the hardcore Norman Smiley came out in hockey gear. I don't think there's no, I can't I about what Jericho. I think he shouldn't have said anything, but I guess because I like Jericho, I love him. The demo god, the Painmaker, Y2J, the Lionheart. I like the Wizard. The Wizard, like, I'm gonna throw you a fireball because I'm a wizard, bitch. I th- I think they shouldn't have busted it down. To be honest, I think it could have been prevented if they just walked away from it. And I also think Punk should have said that. It was just I mean, he went in the business for himself. He could have just said he could have like just totally avoided the whole Scott Colt Cabana thing, you know. And I can't believe we're still talking about this. I'm just tired of hearing about all that, you know, the brawl out and the brawl in. It's just ridiculous. Exactly. There's no camera angles. So it's all NDA stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Perry had to sign an NDA. Yeah, and also Stephen P. New once again had to get involved. His and the reporters had to sign an NDA as well. I'm just kind of glad that didn't end up on TMZ or something. TM I hate. You really don't like TMZ either, do you? They're a bunch of parasites. TMZ are a bunch of parasites. So, like I said, they like to stir up the pot when they. And also these dirt. I fucking hate these dirt sheets and everything. Unfortunately, I like his wrestling criticism. That's the only thing I do like about it. The Tokyo Dome, and we will off topic as well. Good shit, man. Or as Vince say, yes, that's good shit. Oh, speaking of which, there's IWN is going to show this video of WWE UK champion Pete Dunne, a match we've never seen before tonight against IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Will Ospreay. This is an old video. It's IWN. It's RTR Wrestling Network. I mean, there it's and this is when he was still wrestling with. This is when Pete Dunne was still was the WWE UK champion. Now he's just Butch. I'm just like more like bitch. I think he's just going through. I think he's just realized like why did he basically was signing the idea and he was like, what the fuck did I just do? the money, but I think once it's over, they're probably gonna. I think once this is over, they're gonna leave. They're waiting for it to change. But I also feel bad for Rich Holland, being part of that storyline. I'm just like, really, this guy accidentally broke, and you're giving him that heat again. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are we back on the air? Oh fuck! Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, that was just really. And there's the trolls that love it. Like, yes, this is good shit. It's horrible. This is like Vince Russo. This is like Vince Russo booking right here, man. I mean, he did help a little bit with the Attitude Era. I give him credit for that. Judy Bagwell, may she rest in peace. I loved it. I loved the stuff that Judy Bagwell did in WCW, especially when she was trying to set Buff back in straight. There was even a taser on a pole match. Like it was also like a ladder match as well, like between him and Goldberg. It sold out 99. The X Division. Jerry Lynn and AJ made a great tag team. I like I love stuff Jerry Lynn did back when he was in ECW as well. He's I love the stuff he does for AEW as well. What are you talking? I wouldn't be surprised. I know his son wrestles in WWE. I know that he's wrestles in NXT. I don't know who the fuck he goes by now. They changed his name like they did with Brian Pillman Jr. And the storyline just fucked up too, man. It doesn't make sense, huh? Oh my god, the Tiger King. It makes me think of Charlie Sheen now. Oh god, Tiger King. Yeah, except he was 50 years old. Yeah, yeah. Especially the guy who claims is his father kayfabe. The guy actually was abusive towards him. They even signed the Grizzled Young Veterans. I love the Grizzled Young. I'm gonna buy it because I mean, I didn't. That was surprising. Well, they definitely needed to get the tag titles off the MJF eventually, and especially for Ring of Honor and everything. So I love that. That's how I think Tony realizes. He's gonna spend a lot on pay per view and everything. He might as well just give it to the fans of the Honor Club originally. And I'm happy about or at Honor Club. True. There's some people that still hate think that oh it's just a dead company. It's not. I have to say though, when people found out what's going on in in AEW, they want to. I don't know what happened, but fans. I don't know what happened, but Tony Khan really killed it tonight. Yeah, I did like the way Rio came out and everything. She basically teased us like next year, the beginning of 2024. It was, she, she's a teaser. She's hilarious. I know. Even I loved the stuff she. I even loved some of the stuff she did with Mina Shirakawa and Stardom when she was part of Club Venus. She was Mina was a great. Actually, help her prepare for wrestling. Mina helped Mariah May, and yesterday was Mina Shirakawa's birthday. So happy belated Mina Shirakawa. Can we also say she what? Uh-oh. Who? Been a while. They probably have some good. Do have some good wrestlers. I admit. Mhm. Merry Christmas, dude. We should also get. I'm also friend. You know Bam Bam Bundy. I'm friends with him. He goes. His real name's Grant Hatton. Good guy. Huge. He's very. He's one of those big super heavyweights that are very flexible. A lot like Bam Bam Bigelow, and also yes, he's that type of guy. He's he got his name from when I think of Bam Bam Bundy, you think of not Ted Bundy. You think of King Kong Bundy and Bam Bam Bigelow, or Bam Bam Terry Gordy. That was another big motherfucker right there. His daughter's wrestling now, Miranda Gordy. I even love some of the stuff he did in All Japan with Doctor Death. Ooh, dude, that just dude, just thinking about that makes you feel it, you know, or especially like get like a Walter chop or Minoru Suzuki chop. Look at Kobe Kingston's chest. Look at those chops in the chest he's taken over the years. Yeah, it's like it's like a test of strength. It's not hazing if you take it. You wanted to take those. I mean, he realized it's like trading licks. It's a game. You know the game trading licks and everything that you played when you were a kid. It's like that, or like you're trading licks like in a game of punching each other in the arm. It's like that. Oh God! Just imagine you get kicked in the shins though by Brian Danielson. Oh, or just imagine getting multiple chops by by Konami. Oh God, him and Konami has the same corner chops. They do that same thing. Yeah, like both him and Konami do that same thing. No, it's not Konami. It's Kojima, Toshi Kojima. I think Konami and Kojima is because of there's this guy named Hideo Kojima created Metal Gear Solid video game. Gets them mixed up sometimes because he worked for Konami. Yeah, Sima is going to be at is the owner of Gleet. Yeah, him and El Lindemann are going to be as a part of that faction called Strong Hearts. Strong Hearts. Oh yeah, him and both the Lindemann were at the wrestle with New Japan a few times as well when they do like shows with Gleet in New Japan. Who the hell does that? They're good, but just like I wonder like they have to pay that dude a lot of money for those paintings. I mean, they should belong in a museum, but they're just very Renaissance, but also cheesy as fuck. With oh my, that's Don Callis for you. He's been getting the guy knows how to get heat. He's been learning how to get heat since the '90s. Back when he was Cyrus the Virus or the Jackal. I knew it was gonna. The saddest thing is, I knew it was gonna involve kangaroos with Kyle Fletcher. I thought of when I first saw it. I'm surprised no one thought of Crocodile Dundee with Kyle Fletcher. Oh my god, it did. Well, he did grow up in Oakland. Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs. I love his Powerhouse. I still love the match he had with Miro. The meat. I was with the selling meat. We gotta thank Big E for that. Big meaty man slapping meat. That's what he wants. And I hope Big E got to enjoy that. Because he loves watching big meaty men slapping meat. The way it's just hilarious. Who knows? He is been wrestling CMLL, but a lot of people are saying they're like he may go to Papa H, but think he'll I don't think he'll get a good push on the main roster in WWE though. I mean, he'll 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 be I mean, he'll just be lost in the shuffle like all the other guys. Yeah, and they're also I mean, look what happened with Dragon Lee though. I'm surprised he got became North American champion. And also I found out they're trying to look for WWE is trying to look for the next Rey Mysterio. They want another luchador. I mean, I guess, and I think with Dragon Lee working with Rey Mysterio, he's gonna do well. He's part of the LWO now, from what I heard. What? Hmm. I think I think Eddie's family should get some some endorsements for that. Oh God, when I found out what happened with Vicky and Eddie's daughter, I'm just like, oh fuck. I don't. I mean, I like what Vicky did for the business. You know, the excuse where she played like the ultimate Karen. I mean, she was the original Karen.
Yeah.
That was like a Karen. That excuse me, it was her catchphrase. I know, but when they when the AEW is like, oh no, not her. She's back on television. I'm pretty anything with Nick Gage in GCW. I'm in. I don't know. Who knows? Who? I love Rena. And I also kind of have a little bit of a crush on her too. I think she's hot. Masha Slamovich, she's badass too. Rina Yamashita is the Jun Kasai of women of deathmatch women's wrestling. I love the crazy monkey. You know what? Yeah, Jun Kasai and has one of his best rivals so far is with El Desperado of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Masada, I haven't really checked him out though. So does Jun Kasai, and I love. Here's the other thing: because of Jun Kasai and John Moxley, I can never look at barbecue skewers the same way every time I go into work at Walmart. No, every time I see him, it just makes me think of deathmatch wrestling. Oh my god! When I look at Bart, every time I think of trash cans, steel, even if I, every time I look at trash cans, steel chairs, wooden tables, I think who could go through those, or like who could be bashed in the head with those aluminum trash cans. I think of pro wrestling every time I think of that. I would get fired. Oh my god, dude. I'd rather do it over in more like in an arena than in the middle of a Walmart though. But one of my friends, I ran into to a friend of mine after I was getting off work. Says we should recreate that scene with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T. And that's yes. Or also, let's see, I'd be seeing when the moon hits you right like a big pizza pie by Dean Martin. Oh, Luigi Primo. I've seen him. He's been on like the television. I've seen him on AEW a few times. You know what? Also, one of my other favorite indie wrestlers is Warhorse. It literally, I follow him on Instagram, and when he does something stupid, it's like, dude, this is not rolling ass. Mm. I also like the ring announcer from GCW. He's pretty good too. You heard what the WWE did to Samantha Irwin about for her for the hot what she for what they did about her ring announcement for the hot mess? I'm like, why? They just don't want her to get over. I mean, she went back there to get over. So they're blaming her. And because I think the reason why he didn't go back is he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to go back to being Zack Ryder. I mean, I prefer Matt Cardona over Zack Ryder, and the only people that don't like that are E drones. They prefer Zack Ryder. They refuse to watch wrestling outside of WWE. It's because it's not the major leagues; it's too minor league. It's unfortunately it is, you know. Because people hate Peacock. Exactly. Mhm. Wow. So it was hard to get in. That's why the cops didn't get involved. They probably made a lot of money on that show. I believe New South. So basically, it's basically a modern day version of Mid South wrestling. Only surprised they wrestle in New Orleans. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is pretty good promotion too. I never really watched them though, but it did help. I remember when the Bucks and Kevin. I did see promos that they did with Kevin Owens or Kevin Steen back. It was back then, and back when they're and Adam Cole back when they were known as Mount Rushmore faction. And I think El Generico was in PWG as well. Yeah, they also wrestled and I think he also wrestled in Chikara Pro Wrestling along with Eddie Kingston, and I think John Thor was part of Chikara as well. I heard JCW is a pretty good indie show. Jersey Championship. Jordan Oliver is their champion. Oh yeah, because he's going to AEW because he's signing with Tony Khan. Well, don't forget he is best friends with Nick Wayne. They're tag team exactly. They're a great tag team. No, I've watched them wrestle. I even saw. Oh, dude, I even saw. Watched the Defy where Kenta wrestled Nick Wayne. Fucking Kenta. They all helped the kid. He wrestled Speedball. No fucking way. I know. No, I'm talking about Nick Wayne. Speedball. I cannot wait for Speedball to wrestle Mustafa Ali. That's going to be a slobber knocker right there, dude. I told my friend Jordan, who's a fan of Speedball, because I remember we were watching the Best of the Super Juniors back in the summer, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta check out this guy Speedball. There's a reason why he calls Speedball." And I'm just like, the way he did those fast kicks, and was like, "Holy shit, this guy's awesome." He's one of those wrestlers that wrestles without shoes, like Kevin Von Erich. He used to wrestle barefoot. Oh yeah, and what do you think about? Also, speaking of barefoot wrestlers, what do you think about Matt Riddle wrestling in MLW again? I know he wants to wrestle in Japan, though. From what I've heard, they're very strict about drugs over there, though. I can understand weed. They're even strict about weed over there too. But over here, not so much. They kind of gotten easy on weed. Well, can I understand? Because Japanese is a very conservative country. He has a lot of heat, right? But I think the craze Joe Ryan, the guy that used to grab people's crotches. I think they probably just did it just to get. Who knows? I mean, speaking out, have I understand Jimmy Havoc though? That was a different story. I'm kind of glad that it happened to him though. I heard he's basically doing regular. He's working a regular job now. Jimmy Havoc is. So we're in England. His wrestling career is over. The only thing it the only thing it did to the only thing it really did to Marty Scurll was just set his career back a few years. Whoop whoop. Everyone needs a good everyone needs a villain, as they say. Oh yeah, I can see fans coming out yelling whoop whoop. Yeah. And also he is a former member of the elite. So he was pretty close to Jay White. I think they're well no wait, not Jay White is from New Zealand. Marty's in Japan as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, oh yeah, when Jay White was on excursion from New Japan, he wrestled in Ring of Honor. He even wrestled. I did some research. He even wrestled Mark. He even wrestled Jay Briscoe. And I remember Jay White said some very nice things about Jay Briscoe. When that's a character. He's a heel. I mean, come on. He's a tweener, and I like that. I thought it was funny when he said that kid was adopted. That's something that The Rock would do because he was a tweener as well. I loved it. It it pretty much told the story of well about the thing that Kevin was enduring when his brothers were dying off, and how he was just, and how he just did, and he was it had he just had trouble, with it at first, and how he had to get the strength to carry on, and after having his family, after having Marshall and Ross Von Erich, it basically just so he said, "We'll be your brothers." They were like his new family, after he lost his brothers, gains he gained something else. So he gained one door closed, the other one opened. I know it's sad, but he got his son Marshall and Ross. You see how close he is with his sons Marshall and Ross. Oh, they're Marshall and like a younger version of Marshall and Ross are in the movie as well. Yeah, they were like very little when most of them were died because I think most of them are around my age. Well, I don't think they were around with David because David was well, died in the 80s, 84 when he was wrestling for All Japan at the time with Bruiser Brody. It's a good movie. You should definitely watch it. They even played the whole WCCW theme. That's Steve P. New version. See me do, see me do, see me do. Call Stephen P. New. Right. Advertise, broadcast it, post it all around. Share, like, and subscribe, and put it on notifications all. No, I didn't. Oh God, I didn't see that on because I think it's because I have Sling. I guess I didn't see those. That's actually a good thing for AEW though. It could be. I have no idea. And also, I also found out last week that a few days ago that WWE also talked again with with Warner Brothers Discovery again about getting Monday Night Raw on TV. That is weird. Yeah, usually you expect like Collision to be on yeah, Collision to be on Friday night with Rampage, and I guess because they don't want to compete with SmackDown. I guess they. Oh yeah, they did. I, what do you think it is? Hmm. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well, the pay per view is going to be on the 20th at the same time Rampage will come on. That's the reason why I think. I think they explained it though. I think they explained it. I just hope it's not. What do you think it is? So sure, why not? That's what he said, right? He basically was imitating his version of like his Rampage introduction. That's all it was on Raw when he says, "I'm back." Either. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. I think he will eventually go to the Hall of Fame. Just you won't say a legendary. I think he's going to stick with AEW most likely. Even said it. Even Eric Bischoff said the same thing. He said like he was being in kayfabe. I know he really cared. I know Chris Jericho cares. He just has a weird way of expressing it, though. He just feel like he was acting, though. He he was probably asleep. Trolls. So was doing the interview and everything with the press conference, the scrum. There were security guards going by, so he wasn't. I remember there were like security guards walking by when during the scrum when Jericho was talking with TK. And Denise Salcedo got a better video of the scrum than AEW did. It was I know it's like I mean, I just one of those press made the ones that they brawl in. The press delete their videos and sign the NDA with Tony Khan probably paid them. He paid money to he paid the good money. They wanted a scoop, and he said sorry for the. He basically, what's the word for it? He basically, he basically apologized. Basically, he compensated them for their troubles, for the unfortunate. I'm sorry I have to leave, but we're gonna compensate you though for it, so they won't leave empty handed. I think it's a good deal. Like TK, he compensated them for those a lot of those press wires. Sorry we can't get this out or anything, so we'll just compensate you. I'd take it because the truth is not out. It's just not normally like any other podcast I've ever seen on TV at all. Not No, it's a good thing. Like it's different. Exactly. It'd be funny. It'd be interesting though if you edited some of the made certain clips and everything, like certain talk, because I've seen like Jr. do it on his podcast. Jim Cornette does it on his podcast as well, and Renee Paquette, if I'm correct, Renee Paquette does it on her podcast as well. I don't know. I don't have a laptop for that though. I believe it. Hmm. Did fans chant DCW at shows? Oh God, I'm sorry. Oh my God, this is it's more PG. DCW, I understand was PG and everything. Like they wanted to keep it family friendly. Win super prizes. But I can see them. I can see them do shows like that at ECW, or like the old Attitude era WWF. Well, there is a few signs I did see in WWE where someone called Roman Reigns a tribal queef. Oh my god, that was just fucked up, man. Oh god. Here's the thing, like I have friends that are members that are transgender, and it's just like, no. Exactly, I s- I just let's let them mind. They're not hurting me. I mean, I just keep to myself, really, and they're not hurting me. They don't bother me at all. Like, dude, it's the 21st century, man. I mean, no. Yeah. If he had a contract, he's lucky. He's lucky you guys didn't sign it. You didn't sign a contract. They knew you were lying. They knew he was lying. When Christmas? When next Christmas? Instinct. That's funny. I wonder if my 400 pound hater is gonna probably watch this. Oh, him. Want to call me a? He's the one that said I don't know shit about Japanese wrestling. Oh my god. Red White shoes actually made me laugh. I like the reference to red shoes. So I love Red Shoes Human. He's one of my favorite referees. His son's a great wrestler too. Shota. I, he's a future New Japan World Heavyweight Champion. I block a My block list on Facebook is huge now. I block a lot of these. There's this one guy's called me. I'm that reject, and they just like, ooh, you're a mark. Ooh, block. I'm why what I even got called a smart. Go ahead. Well, there's already smart Mark Sterling, which is also kind of a he is. He's a great heel manager. He's classic throwback. Stokely Hathaway. I think he's not as good. I like to see him have a battle with Stephen P. New. And all because, like I said, I don't hate Stephen P. New at all. I think he's the greatest writer. I like the things he's done for a lot of people, and so I have nothing against Stephen P. New. And also, I was also going to say that Shota. What was I going to say? Man? Yeah, he's pretty good. What do you think? Oh yeah, they have a new the he a Reiwa era of Three Musketeers now, right? What do you think of Yota Tsuji? I know he's a member of Lij with Naito. He basically became a member of Lij after Sonata left for just five guys. And I loved it when and the person that came up with that was Takamichi Noku. Huh? No, it's Takamichi Noku. I've been loving Taka since he was a Kaientai in WWF. Indeed. You know that was Bruce Pritchard's voice doing that? It was just cheesy as hell, but I loved it though. Those guys got over because of that. Because those cheesy English dubbed voices they got. For we are evil. Kung Fu films. Oh God, the choppy choppy your pee pee. He even had Dick Togo in there as well. Who's now a member of Bullet Club's House of Torture. He's great at what he does. He's always the great. He always likes to help evil or other members of House of Torture win by cheating. In the House of Torture. Hmm. I don't. Are you thinking Gino Gambino? And he's coming back for Wrestle Kingdom now. Are you talking about the Japanese pimp guy? Hmm. Oh yeah, he's not in Bullet Club though. Tag teams with Hanma. I forgot his name though. He's a former Toki Makabe. Yeah, Toki Makabe. You know the reason why he carries those chains? Because he's a Bruiser Brody fan. Well, Brody spit, huh? Togi Makabe, yeah. The reason why he carries those chains around is because he's a Bruiser Brody fan. He watched Bruiser Brody growing up as a kid back back in the 80s and 70s. You know the reason why his voice is hoarse, right? I actually watched that clip of when that happened to him. He was coughing up blood afterwards. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the guy right there. Yep. Who? Yeah, no, I told you that. Yeah, he's a former trios champion. I told you he was influenced by the late Bruiser Brody. He's he comes out with Bruiser Brody's theme by Led Zeppelin. Yep. Well they edited it on New Japan World, for copyright reasons. So well they did it. They let him have his wrestling team, but they actually unedited it though for him this time. Yeah, Well, they actually come up with random things. They do this. They even did the to Chris Jericho's Judas. I was like, come on! I feel, man, those fans were lucky they get to hear Judas in the Tokyo Dome. What, that beep? That's from my side. Someone was messaging me on Facebook. I heard that. Yes, I can hear that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we should also get like a farting sound effect as well. That'd be hilarious. Because everyone loves a good fart joke. And I just hope, and just like the Joker, just don't get hurt from the punchline. Home of the impact zone. Me, you can't even tell me. Yeah, and maybe I gain back 20 years of my youth, and I can try to become a professional wrestler. You know, you should check out. You know, also did a match. Brian Zane, wrestling with regret. I mean, what else did they came up with the term "Dick Kick City"? Brian Ross Sapp. I thought it was Sean Ross Sapp. Uh-uh. Sucked. Um, you know, is also speaking of foreign wrestlers. One of my other favorites is Thekla. Yeah, she's wrestles for Stardom. She's tag partners with Julia. I just love Thekla. She's just, I like the way she moves in the ring. She kind of reminds me of Tajiri the way she moves on the ropes. Really, that's pretty cool. I even saw a picture of him, Moon, and the Great Kabuki doing the all three doing the miss together on my Facebook group. It should be in a museum, like in a wrestling museum or something. That photo, art. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it. I believe it. I heard Kevin Owens is a really nice guy. I would love to meet India, but like take a picture of us flipping each other off. Oh my god. I it's just like yeah, I like it's like what the fuck do you want me to flip you off for? Are you crazy? I doubt it. And find out that Adam Cole baby is the devil. That would be fucked up. But like the plot thickens in a way though. Has never been I don't think it's been never was that done in WWE or WWF? I mean that guy those guys look too tall to be DeMarco Stunt. I don't know. That just I don't see it. Luchasaurus. I haven't seen Riz Kill Switch. I haven't seen Kill Switch in a while though. Nick Wayne. Also, what do you think of that match with Billy Starks though and Athena? She earned Athena's respect. Is it just help? She is. Mhm. She is. She's she's actually one of my favorites out of that. Out of that. Well, I do like Wendy Chu though because I think she's funny as hell. I like Wendy Chu because it's basically basically what I found out the gimmick is basically how she is in real life. Even though there's a few references from like saying I like orange soda as a reference to Orange Cassidy. She did get a little inspiration from Orange Cassidy to be herself though. So I wouldn't say it's a rip off of Orange Cassidy. Sounds like a banger to me. It's just a random, like I tell you for a match, like, okay, see you then. Well, that's how OC is. It's Orange Cassidy is like he likes to wrestle. He used to be the character that did want to wrestle. He just did it for because like okay, I need a job, yada yada yada. Now he's like okay, I think I'm good at this, so I'm trying to do it. His character has sort of evolved over the years. He went from a slacker to now this guy's like, okay, I think I enjoy wrestling now, and I'm starting to get over, and people like me. Like, it's cool. That's he's just taking it as his his approach. Like, it's cool, and he's also OC's a really smart guy too. Jim Cornette doesn't say he uses psychology. He does use psychology. Oh my god. I think he's one of the members of the Devil's Henchmen. Oh God. Uh, oh my God. It can be anybody. Heck, the tag team could be the Bucks for all I see. I well, I also think they're burned out with the company for right now. That's why they're taking a break. I mean, they let the dark. Or, like I said, I love it. Being the Dark Order is quite. It's they've been they really made the show hilarious again. I mean, even the earlier episode, it kind of reminded me of the early episodes of BTE back when they were wrestling in Japan and Ring of Honor. Like one of my favorite episodes the past was when they reenacted the DX thing trying to take over Nitro, and they took over and they started trying to take over Raw and everything. But it was Bullet Club trying to take over the Elite over Raw, and Vince McMahon was pissed off about it. The too sweet. The thing is, they couldn't do. They apparently the too sweet failed on him. That's like everything. They're the gun now. Well, they can still do it in Japan though. Oh, here's the other thing, though. One of my what was it? Oh yeah, it's been these sessions are pretty long night. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. And also, like I said, also I remember the episode where Jay Lethal where Jay Lethal was supposedly possessed by the spirit of Macho Man Randy Savage. That was pretty funny. Solar, when he see Cody Rhodes, he thought he was Dream. And he also, or when he saw, or when he saw, no. I'm talking about when he was talking about when he was talking with when he ended up running into the Harry Smith. He thought he was Bulldog and everything. Hey, Bulldog, what are you up to? And he also rented the when he rented the Bucks. He thought they were Sean and Marty. Very funny, Jay. Next thing you know, people are gonna start calling us Matt and Jeff Hardy as well. Because when I first saw them, when I first got introduced to the Bucks, they did remind me of the Hardy Boys. I, I've heard of someone else as well. They changed their last names to Matt and Nick Jackson. Before they were their Generation Me. To became the Young Buck. Apparently, it was if I'm correct, it was Jim Cornette that got him the job, and oh, he couldn't stand him in Ring of Honor. That's why. His followers though, like his cult following, the cult of Cornette, they're toxic. They're toxic pieces of shit. Yeah, Charlie of Starkville, Mississippi, and I live like he lives like hundreds of miles away from me up north. He can't even. You know, I'm starting to think that character Hodge's Featherbottom is fake. That name sounds so cheesy as fuck. It sounds fake. Who do you know? It has a name like Hotchkiss these days. It's basically his Jim Cornette's tech guy, Hotchkiss Featherbottom. Because it's the man of day, like, because Jim Cornette says he has trouble with modern technology. Yeah. Or he calls that Johnny El. It's just cheesy as fuck. Or what he calls Brandon Cutler, Brandon Cutlet. He calls him Olivier. Calls him Olivier. Or let's see, he also calls him. Let's see, what's the word for him? He calls Harpo Fingerfuck. I even loved up when he made fun of Brock Lesnar's hair and said he looks like Pippi Longstocking. He did that drawing. Yeah. Woof. I'm sorry for that, but just he looks just like Brock. It looks like he would kill you in a second. No, I wouldn't. And break you in half. Death by snoo snoo. You're killing me with that, man. We're probably gonna get a lot We're probably gonna be hated by a lot of Brock Lesnar fans right now. I can. I I could see, I would be surprised if we saw her in women's wrestling. I would love to see that. I like to see her in professional wrestling. Yeah, I think I do think though that she needs to lay off the juice. Oh my god. Will you stop? Yeah. She has the size, she has the physique and everything. Well, and there you go. Well, she go. I wouldn't mind seeing her in Al Snow's OVW. Oh God, she would she would be amazing. Just like it's comedy meets wrestling. I love it though. Oh, what do you think about that Japanese American Joshi company? What's it called? That Bull Nakano's a commissioner for. Yeah, I forget the name of it. I know Saray's attached to it. I know that. No, Saray, the Japanese chick. Yeah, Saray. She was in NXT, but she got she quit. Yeah, I'm looking about it right now. They tried Triple H did try to get her back though, but she's working with this American Joshi promotion called Sukeban. Yeah, they actually have their first show and everything. In fact, it's a Sukeban is an American independent women's professional wrestling promotion in Japanese culture. Sukeban is an ode to girl gangs in the 60s and 70s, which the promotion influenced so consists of different units. It also has like some anime themes as well. They actually had their first show on YouTube and everything, and Bull Nakano is revealed to be the commissioner. They also have the Sukiban champ. She also revealed the Sukiban championship. Yep, the legendary Bull Nakano. And they have, and here's their roster. They got Atomic Banshee, Babyface, Bingo, Commander Nakajima, which is really Arsene Nakajima. You also have Ichigo Sayaka, Hiroami Unagi, Lady Antoinette, Risa Okuda, Midnight Player, Maya Mabushi, Otaku-chan means Kaori Yoniyama, Queen of Hearts, Unknown, Saki Bime, Saray. She's going by Sari Funajima. You also got Stray Cat and Supersonic. I actually, I actually found out who Stray Cat is. Her name's Tomoka Inaba. She was trained by Taka Michinoku, and part of his promotion Just Tap Out. No, it's Just Tap Out. That's the name of Taka Michinoku's promotion, Just Tap Out. She's also part of Sukeban, which is her name is Stray Cat. Check out Sukeban. Tomaka Inaba, she's great. She was a former queen of Just Tap Out, and she was trained by personally by Taka Michinoku. Yeah, a lot of these women wrestled from Sendai to I think what's her name? Unagi Sayaka wrestled for that promotion as well. What? What? Yay, Unagi Sayaka. You know about her? She's pretty awesome. Young. I like her. She was pretty hilarious in Stardom as well. No, I'm off tomorrow. I'm ready to get some sleep, man. I'm tired. Family affairs, all that. I'm glad he's okay, man. Kelly, wish you were here, man. We miss you, brother. So, or you'll die. You already die. Like talking me does. Oh, I like that. I'm. I really want them to rebuild their tag team division. You know, and I heard that's the reason why they're splitting the tag team belts and get some new damn tag team belts for fuck's sake. Those belts suck. It just shows to me. It was crafted. This idea was created by Vince McMahon because it was lazy. He doesn't give a shit about tag teams because he thought they were too expensive. And you know, unlike Vince, Triple H likes tag team wrestling. Exactly. I mean, look at the Outsiders. You know, he has friends with the Click that are former tag, like the Outsiders. They were one of my favorite tag teams. I remember the feuds they had with the Steiner brothers, or like the Nasty Boys. Man, it just sucks what happened to O'Hara. They all died out. Canyon. I was. I mean, I even have a lot more respect for the Bucks and especially Brian Cage after that because because Kane was like mentor guys. I have a lot of respect for the Bucks and DDP as well. You know, like I like the fact that the Young Bucks are a part of that too, and they it just shows that like, dude, we don't care and everything if you're gay or not. No one like I never cared when I found out that he was gay. Like he's gay. Oh well, glad he came out. It just sucks. I just wish he didn't. All the shit that they said to on Howard Stern and everything. It just Kane was good. It's just Vince McMahon didn't think so. Well, you know what? You know that made WWE that. I think that's another reason why WWE fans hate Dark Side of the Ring. Is real. It basically because it really made WWE look bad. Especially the Owen Hart incident. You know how cheap and lazy it made. Exactly. Vince Kennedy McMahon, and he blamed Jr. for it. Yep, I know what he did to that one to Wendy Richter. He buried her. He basically That thing set women's wrestling back for 30, 40 fucking years. I mean, as a kid going through puberty, I was like, okay, boobies, hell yeah, puppies. As I get older, it's just, I can see that. As you get older, like you can see that stuff on Pornhub. Well, not in Mississippi. You can see it like on porno on the internet. So young males like South Park, they were basically wanted to bring in guys like Beavis, but they're like boobs. Shit. Well, basically that's what it did, and let's conclude this right now because I gotta get some sleep, man. Not well, the Japanese. I'm Phil, the Japanese guru. IWGP Mid South, IWGP Japan, Dragon Gate, Sendai, Stardom. Aye. You have a good night, people. Love you too, man. Later.